I think it's safe to say we've all gotten the kind of news that we really wish we could forget. It's that kind that just stops everything.
Yeah, you're overcome with grief, anger, shock, maybe all at the same time. And in those dark hours, though, how often did you feel grateful?
Tonight, a local family shows us sometimes those scariest moments can bring us the most peace and the most grace. It's easy to find the beauty in our Sandias, the tranquility, the calm. It drowns out the worries, the what-ifs. It's been a safe space for Andy and Kim Brasher for decades.
We were next door neighbors, actually.
We were next door neighbors, yeah. Offered her a donut and she said no. It's been magic ever since, really.
Thankfully, Kim saved the yes for when Andy asked her to marry him 7 years ago. And then, even more beauty came their way.
2 little girls.
Beautiful girls, yeah.
5-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Rachel and Hannah.
And more peace.
But we start the year off like these are our goals of this year. Hers was, I'm starting a new business.
I've been having back pain actually for a while.
The doctor described it as an explosion.
So she just called and said, yeah, we weren't expecting to see this.
This was metastasized, and that's a Google search of what's metastasized.
Nobody planned this. Kim, just 40 years old, was diagnosed with breast cancer, and it spread to her bones. Yes, she did the self-exams, and no, she does not have a family history.
I'll do whatever it takes to live as long as I can.
The reason we're joining Andy, Kim, Rachel, and Hannah on this gorgeous afternoon is about what they do have.
It's just been amazing how the community has just come running towards us instead of away from us.
A celebration to say thank you to the dozens of New Mexicans who picked up right where those plans left off this summer.
Patty, hi.
Complete strangers who became friends.
Bringing us meals, have been sending us cards, have been
Prayers.
praying.
A lot of prayers.
Friends who became family.
My mother-in-law calls us the sisterhood because we just always are there for each other, you know, no matter what. We drop everything for each other. So, yeah. When are the doctor's appointments? When can we be there? Not when can we be there. We're going to be there.
6 rounds of chemo this summer was just the beginning for Kim. It's cliche, but it is true. Her treatment is not a sprint. Try a marathon with a moving finish line.
I think it's definitely helped in the dark times, knowing that there's so much love around you that you didn't even know, you know, strangers coming out of the woodwork sort of just to help.
If only we could bottle up the beauty that we found in our Sandias that day. Not necessarily the butterflies or the flowers or the trees blowing in the summer wind. It was the laughter among friends, the unmatchable love of a mother, the strength of a community more powerful than any mountain in its path.
If what support you have is that it's a beautiful day outside and you can stop and notice the beauty around you, you take that in and absorb that.
And of course, the peace.
Your job at this point is to lean into as much love and support and beauty as you can.
Wow.
Yeah.
So just how quickly did her cancer progress?
Well, that's what's so haunting about Kim's story. So her doctor actually did a breast exam, just part of a yearly exam back in October. You fast forward just 6 months, and that's when she got this diagnosis. And I purposely did not get into stages and prognosis, as we often get into when we talk about cancer, because that's not what this is about. Kim and Andy know what road they have in front of them. They are focused on fighting this and living every single day. But besides saying thank you, and this is really important, the Brashers also want to acknowledge the asset that we have here in our New Mexico Cancer Institute, and they're really hoping that people focus their charity dollars. Think about your charity dollars for a moment. And try to send them to local research here to help people just like Kim, because we never know when we're going to need that help too.
Yeah, definitely true.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Tessa.
Yeah.